Yo, so I'm pissed off. I feel like rapping. Yo, because I just watched that debate. What did you guys think? Did you think it was great? I thought it was fucking horrible. It just showed me how much I fucking hate politicians and all these people that just, they ought to witness what I'm about to say because they can hide their fucking crimes that, that they just all want to wish away and just polish this shit. But all I gotta say is this shit is, you know, they wouldn't have a fucking pot to piss in or a John to shit in if they realized what they do to the population. It's sick, and it's got me hating. It's got me wishing that we could take a long vacation away from this place because, I mean, it's like an unbeatable battle. You can't beat these people that just go feeble and they do evil things behind the scenes because they just cruise their way, and they ain't even deserve to get there in the first place because when they're running the race, they didn't even get first place. They got something less than that, and they just went behind the scenes, and all of a sudden, they got their fucking Uncle Fester hat, and they're just wearing it, and they're just on top of the fucking screen, blaring the shit, and then look at the evil shit they do, like they did in Flint, Michigan. Look at that shit again. I mean, you really think people like that, those politicians, really fucking care about you? What they should do is get a fucking pair of bears to fight you, and then get 100 fucking herds of caribou to stomp on you, and then realize that they should knock them cold the fuck out like 100 doses of Theraflu should do, because I'm aware that you should know that this shit is fucking retarded and whack as shit, and I hate to, get you realize that Adam's pissed, and I hate to tell you this, but they're all fucking fighting for the wrong team. It's not for humanity. They're doing this for the wrong scene, and it's horrible, and it's got me mad, and it's just, now I'm all green like I'm becoming the Hulk, and I'm gonna fucking do freestyles in bulk, and I'm gonna get mad, and I'm gonna throw things, and then I'll fucking throw it in the vault and not release it, and it's one of those things, because I am off the leash with this shit, and now it's like, it's a fight against these fucking horrible leaders that we cannot win, and it's not sick, and it's fucking toxic, and it's just ruining everything that was good in our life. And if you did not notice, it's like these politicians are fucking clumsy as fucking Humpty Dumpty is when he's got a bunch of rum in his system and he's trying to just witness, trying to get the shit out of it, and it's just they should all go to fucking rehab for that, because all they do is just stumble around and do a bunch of things, and they just mumbling profoundly disturbing things, and they just get their laws passed, and they just ruin everyone's life, and they're not helping us get right. They're, instead of going to do things great and help with diplomacy and do good things in our life, instead they're fighting normalcy and things that we used to think were right. Oh, it's just crazy. It just fucking ruins my mind. This shit is just fucking crazy. It's a fucking fight that we cannot win, and that's all I'm trying to say is you can't beat an unstoppable enemy, and it's a remedy. It's like we're going against a fucking demigod and shit, like it's like, what would you do against these politicians? I mean, would you want to fight with Thor without a hammer, with Thor without a hammer? I mean, it's like, I just said that was a fucking double standard, because that's what I do, and I'm just doing that because I'm a fucking scammer, and that means I'm ripping you off, like I fucking was tearing your ligaments off, and I was trying to get rid of it, and I was trying to start shipping them off, and then I got to clean up the mess, like Christmas has stopped, and I got orders to clean up everything like Mrs. Claus said to do it, like I'm living in fucking Santa's village, and Adam's with it. He's coming up with sick descriptive language because I'm a savage with it, and it's like I'm a fucking elf cleaning up all the toys around that place, because I'm just saying that's what it's like. This cleanup is, you can order from that in this fucking horrible rat race that we live in, and it's just wishing that we could get ourselves some different competition, because instead the people that we're wishing would be president should really be in prison. It's like, that's what I fucking feel like. I mean, we don't have any good choices left. It's like, why can't people who work hard, get good grades, and actually do things right become president? Instead, we got to deal with these evil residents, these fucking people that are put on the worst type of precipice. They're choosing to run our fucking planet. I mean, their globalist visions is terrible, and it's scaring me to the point I'm just fucking cramming. I'm just fucking jamming. It's just, I don't know what to do against this fucking things. It's like I said, it's an unbeatable fight if you ask me, but it's great minds should be thinking alike. Well, they're not great, they're just evil. It's a different sight. I mean, you fucking politicians should go suck a fire crotch with ginger spice. I mean, that's what I fucking think about them. They fucking suck. And there's nothing else they could do. I mean, what can we do? Can we knuckle up? No, that ain't gonna happen. It would be nice though, because they'd lose. We all know that, but that's just what happens, because this is just a prelude to what I'm trying to say is I'm fucking mad, and I hate everything that's going on in this fucking country. It's getting fucking sad. I mean, they're taking over everything. They're ruining it all. They're taking parts that were good and they're just letting it fall down with a fucking fast velocity. It's stopping me, and it's getting to the point where I'm getting mad. I'm about to fucking crop the screen to the point where it's cut off so this much, and then you're going to see how much is left of it. Then you're going to realize that's just like a way of our country is. We're just losing everything that we once had, and now the rest of it is getting to the point where we're all going to be refugees soon enough, and you know that because this dude is tough, and I'm showing you things that we're just getting ruined, and it's stupid. It's getting to the point where, you know, we're basically getting to the point where we're just ruining us. And it's not we doing it, it's these politicians with their stupid shit. They got these ideas that are just, their blueprints are really fucking covered by their hands that are in blood. So it really should be red prints. And that's all I'm saying, because you should have read this. Oh, my light just went out. And that was not good. Let me fucking open the door quick. And then I could get the fucking light back on, and then Adam Stark's gonna rap on and on as I always do, and then even when the darkness comes, the light's at the end of it, like you just saw when I was just rapping, and then it became some suspenseful shit, because I'll make a fucking metaphor of anything that happens when I'm in my whip. My whip, that's fucking slang for my car, I guess, even though this is more like an SUV instead of a car, but I digress. I say things that I wouldn't normally say, but then it happens in the moment, then I keep it going, and I make sure that everything that I wanted to say gets out. And even the stuff I didn't want to say that happened to get out anyway, because my mind is a cave and it's trapped, and it's also got a one-way ticket out of it, and that's going to happen out my lips, and it's going to spit out some shit that you wouldn't expect to hear me say. But, you know, I'm out this bitch, you know, when I'm done, that's what I'm going to say, because I'm going to keep going until I feel like to the point where I'm fucking screaming blue to the face. And, you know, these fucking politicians have ruined the race, as in the human race, and as in people that are not doing good. Instead, we're doing cases for low fucking danger crimes that shouldn't even be considered a crime anyway, because shit, I mean, look at this, look at the damages from THC. They're not very much, but, you know, you want to see people that will hate me. It's just what I'm saying is, too much of anything is bad, but do things in moderation. I've never touched drugs or alcohol, you know that, because I'm an honest person with an honest face. When you look at this shit, you realize that I say a lot of jokes and I rap, and I say things I don't really mean as far as violence, but that's just fictional shit that I say, because otherwise I'm going to keep it in silence, and I'm going to use my way of anger and metaphors to vent this way, because this is a way that I get a way out of places that I can keep it instead of keeping it inside of me, and it's going to come out from me, and you're going to know that, because the way that politicians vent is they vent to get ways to get money. Instead, there's a different way in that, because we think differently, because I actually have a way of thinking like as a mind of a simile, because I actually care about the human life and this place that we're living, because I want to be on a living spree, not a killing spree. I want to be on a living spree. I want people to live. I want people to prosper. These politicians, they don't give a fuck about what people are living like. All they want to do is fucking win an Oscar, or fuck, Oscar or Grammy, whichever one's the acting one. I mean, I don't know whichever that one is, because Adam doesn't watch that just stuff, because that stuff is something that's dumb to me. I don't know. It's just, no offense, it's just not something I watch, because who knows, that shit could be rigged too. How do you know that? I mean, it's like, you know, did you look at the signal? Did you see if they should have won but they didn't? Did you look at the numbers before you actually did it? I mean, are you getting fucking angry as the Hulk was when you just played Lou Ferrigno? I don't know. That just happened. That's what happened on a rap, and I say things I wouldn't normally say, because, you know, I'm clashing with people that I'm not normally clashing with. In fact, I'm getting in fights that I shouldn't normally get into, because this is what happens when you get Adam Stark mad as shit. You watch this fucking debate, and they're both saying a bunch of bullshit that come out their fat-ass lips, and they're not saying anything that makes sense. No cohesive material that they actually say, and that is when I come into this fucking function, and I start rapping, and I start going through my disgruntled, mumbling self. When I get fucking mad, I start saying things that realize I'm pissed off at, and then you realize that, you know, this odd cat wearing this odd hat is going to be one of the fucking greatest gods of rap when it comes to it, because I'm summoning a fucking summons of, you know, a penalty for you guys fucking taking all the rights of people that have worked hard, and they're fucking screwed physically and mentally because of you fucking horrible politicians. And that's all I'm trying to say, is I fucking hate them all, and it's just, I rate them all. I mean, it's like, you know, I fucking hate it. It's like, I mean, I'm just here to shake shit up. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say this stuff, you know. And it's like, on a 1 to 8, I'll fucking give you a level 7 on the horrible mean scale, because I'm a vibrator. Get it? Shake things up. I'm a vibrator. I just said that. That was fucking weird, but it's okay, because I'm greater. I'll come up with a rhyme that you wouldn't have said yourself, because I'm greater, and I'll say things crazy that you wouldn't have thought of either, because I'm Craven, like Wes Craven, because he comes up with great movies like the fucking Nightmare on Elm Street. That was one of the greatest shit that I ever watched, and I want to watch it again because it was amazing when I saw it the first time. When I was just an 8-year-old kid, I think that was the age I was, and if it wasn't, then it's okay, because I said 8 years old, because 8 happens to rhyme with the way that it was going in my fucking rhyming words in the sentence that it was creating in its motion, so I just said 8 anyways, even if it was a different age at the time, it's okay, because I was just creating a rhyme, and I wanted to make sure that it rhymed with the sound and the consonant that I was using, but that's okay, because I'm just abusing my power of being an amazing rapper anyway, so, holy shit, I'll just say whatever I want. I mean, you fucking bitch-ass politicians can suck a bulging dick. And sometimes I mean that in a nice way, like if you're actually attractive. Like whatever happened to fucking Sarah Palin? What was she part of that one movie called Nailin' Palin? That was fucking crazy shit, and it was crazy and it was amazing. It was one of the things that I would have been a part of, and I would have made her fucking shrivel up like a raisin. I mean, she would have looked at me and got one side of me, eyed me up and down, and then say, holy shit, she should have stood there idly with her mouth dropping to the fucking floor, and then she'd be becoming my fucking whore. And you know what she would do? She would fucking take her panties off, and they would be damp as the fucking wet as the dampest cloth you've ever seen in your life, like it took a vaginal wash. I mean, that's how fucking attracted she was to me. She was fucking laughing at me like I was fucking Daniel Tosh with everything I fucking said. She just laughed at it because she was in love with me with Adam's shit, because Adam's the guy that she wanted to get, down and freaky and nasty with, I guess. And that's what happens when I start rapping. I just say shit that I don't really mean because it happens to be rhyming with the way that I'm saying it, because Adam's a trip when it comes to this shit, because why not? Why not just fucking say things that are crazy and act like I'm someone else and look completely different, like the fucking Lazarus in that one movie, Tropic Thunder, and that's one of the things, because it's an odd topic that I blunder and I fucking, coming up with a fucking harsh clap like thunder, and you just wonder what happened to the fucking Wonder Years, and it's one of the things that happen after you drink a couple of beers, even though I don't drink, and if I did, that would be things that I won't think, because if I did, then what would happen is I'll be drunk after about one sip, because I never had alcohol in my life, so if I did the first time, I'll probably get so fucking drunk, I'd fall out of my fucking truck, and I'd land on my fucking nuts, and then I'd fucking get them all fucked up and scuffed up and roughed up, and, then I might only have one nut, because maybe one nut fell out of the sack, that's what happens, and I'm just getting about poetic with my crazy, apocalyptic raps, one of those fucking words. I think there's a C in it that I left out, but that's okay, because now I fixed the shit, and now you're going to understand that Adam Stark is just coming out of breath now, but that's okay, because that's what happens when I'm rapping great. It's just one of the things. I hope I don't oversaturate my words, because I was saying meaningful stuff in the beginning, all of a sudden I'm just rapping fast with this, because Adam Stark is a curse on this earth, and it's, worth the fact to see that my birth was merely a miracle, the fact that I actually got into the time zone where there's technology where I can record myself rapping and I can get off the things, because you see that I'm going to have to owe a lot of people an apology who don't like my swearing, but that's okay, because I'll pay the honest fee. Honesty is the best policy. That's what some people say. That's what happens, because this Adam Stark is a crazy guy, and he's going to get me to think other crazy things, but whatever. I just punched the camera and I made you blink. Maybe. And if I did not, I'm sorry. I tried to, but, sometimes I get lazy. Sometimes I think of other ways to get around to this place, and I try to take it up on great speed. But anyways, I think I better get out of here. I think I just rapped and I just blew off all your ears, and now you don't know what to fucking think, because I just went I went off the brink of crazy thoughts and just, made it to the point where now maybe you're lost. Maybe you don't know what's going to happen next, but that's okay, because this is what happens when I'm rapping vexed. I get angry, and then I start having sex. I don't know. It just happened to rhyme with it, so I said it anyway. Whether it happens or not, that's a different story. But anyways, peace, y'all.